Hello, my name is Kelsey, and I have the privilege of serving on staff at the ACA National Office. I'm here today to welcome you to a tutorial about registering and reporting Smart Start for Safe Paddling courses. So I'm going to begin today with the ACA website. So if you would, go to americancanoe.org and you'll land right here on the ACA's main website. What we're going to do first is go to the Education tab and then over here to Smart Start for Safe Paddling. This will bring you to the program main page where you can see the description of the program, all of the resources that we have to offer, and a bunch of frequently asked questions. What we're going to begin with is those ACA certified instructors who have the Smart Start endorsement or who are currently certified at level 3 or higher may teach this program. And right here on this picture, you can click this link that says read more, and it will show you all of the different curriculum documents, the general content, those for kayak, canoe, stand-up paddleboard, and our brand new kayak or canoe fishing module, which is really fantastic. So let's say we click on this first one here. It will show you the curriculum, the prerequisites for the students that you may teach, the course duration, the venue in which you should conduct this, the course size, and then you go all the way down into these concepts. You can see here there are some page references listed throughout here on each of these pieces of content. If you aren't sure what to cover in these pieces, those page references directly correspond to the Smart Start for Safe Paddling book. This one here, you can get it from the ACA store, you can get it on Amazon, and you can also get a digital version on Kindle. So all the content of this course is featured in this book with page references to make it easy. If you'd like, we also have a facilitator's guide, this book here, which has lesson plans contained, exact activities, discussion prompts, and formats to help you deliver all this content if you need it. So the next thing we're going to do is for those instructors who have conducted a Smart Start for Safe Paddling certification course, meaning the students that you have mastered that curriculum. I'm going to show you now how we report that and how they receive the credentials that they have earned. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is log into our membership account. From the ACA's webpage, just click the log in button. This will take you to our membership platform powered by Sport80. All right, so once you've logged in, this is what your dashboard will look like. And as you know, ACA certifications, credentials, and course reporting happen in the CMS, the Course Management System. If you navigate over here to the left side menu, you'll see CMS right here. You click that, it will lead you to your CMS dashboard. To start, you will go over here to Course Creation and Maintenance, and you can click this subtopic, Registration and Reporting. If you have previous or upcoming courses that are still open, they'll be listed here. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine too. Just click this button, Add New Course. So what we are going to do is select Introduction to Paddling as our discipline. This is all of our level 1 and sub-level 1 coursework. With the abbreviation here, you can see Smart Start, and whichever disciplines of Smart Start, canoe, kayak, stand-up paddleboard, or fishing you are able to deliver with the current certification that you hold will be listed here. In my case, I'm only a kayak instructor, so kayak is the only option for me. And this item here, course type, we want to select assessment. This shows us that we want to build a roster listing all of our participants and the awards that they receive. This will pre-fill with the course name, Smart Start for Safe Paddling Kayaking. You can change this to anything else that you like. You could say for the Scout Troop, for the YMCA, for my friend group. You can put the date in there, anything that you want to do to identify this course to yourself. You can change that name. So what I'm going to do is enter a venue, the start date. Today happens to be April 3rd. I'm going to pick yesterday. Let's say I just completed this course. And I did that here in Virginia, where the ACA office is located. All right. You can, in this notes section, add any notes that you need to keep for yourself here. Just please note that these do not impact the course report itself. This is for your own internal use. If you had someone else assisting you who is also an ACA certified instructor, you can list them here. If not, that's okay. You can leave that blank. You can either sign this with your mouse or your finger if you're using a phone or a tablet, or if you have saved a signature, you can apply it using this button. And then you just click register. And it'll say this registration has been accepted. You can come back to this later, or you can complete it now. And so what I'm going to do is go back to my list, and you can see right here is the course I just registered. I'm going to click the pencil or the edit button to go back. Here we can see everything that we just entered. If you need to make any changes, add any assisting instructors, you can certainly do that. If not, go over here to the course navigation in the top right, use this drop down to select roster. So this is where you're going to indicate all of the students that you had in your course and what results or credentials they have earned, if any. So how this works, your name and any assistants that you listed on that first registration screen will show up first automatically on this roster, okay? What I'm gonna do is click this button, Add Participant. You can add as many of these as you need. So over here in the ACA member number box, please note that anyone who is certified as a Smart Start facilitator needs to be an ACA member. They need to have an account with which to link this credential that they earned, right? And so if you know that person's membership number, you type it into this box. If you don't know it, that's okay too. Click this magnifying glass and you can search by name. In this case, I am going to use ACA COO Krista Lensmeyer. You can see here is her account and her membership number. If you have someone with a more common name, there may be multiple of members with that name. So make sure you select someone who is active and who lives in the town or state that you know they're from. And it'll say member found, and Krista will be listed right there. If I happen to know someone's membership number, then I can just type it in directly. For this, I'm going to use ACA membership coordinator, Michelle Flynn. Once I type in her number, her name will pop up right there. You can also add members who, let's say they used to be a member, but they are now expired. This is my roommate, Megan. You can see here that it's giving this notification that her membership is expired. And that is okay. You can still fill out an evaluation and award her this credential. You can still submit this roster. However, she will not be able to access the credential until her membership is renewed. And lastly, if you have some students who are not ACA members, don't want to be, and that's okay too, you list them here by entering the letters NM, non-member, into this box, and that will open up these name boxes so that you can type in their name. So this is kind of different examples of how to use a roster. What we would like to do is now move to participant role. Each of these people are going to be participants. Or in the case that you have someone who is assisting you, who is a practice student, someone for all of your candidates to teach to demonstrate with. You can also have observers, people who might just stand on the shore, who want to just observe and watch. So you can have all those different options here. For people who are non-members, their options are practice student or observer because they do not have a membership. And so in this case, I'm just going to list John Smith as a practice student, okay? And so right here in the abbreviation column, what I want to do is select Smart Start Kayak, which is the course that I am teaching, and that all of these participants have earned. You move over here to the result column and you can say, hey, Krista either withdrew from the class, she passed the class, she was unsuccessful, she did not meet the requirements of the curriculum, or she did not complete the course. Okay, so in this case, Krista passed, Michelle passed, and Megan, she wasn't having a great day, she was unsuccessful. And in this case, John Smith, our practice student, simply participated. So here you have different options for participant roles, awards, and results. These icons over here to the right-hand side indicate if that person has a first aid or CPR credential. That is not required for Smart Start recipients, but as an instructor, you do need to have that, okay? Over here, this little driver's license icon is a candidate evaluation. For Smart Start, these are optional, but if you would like to complete an evaluation of each of your candidates in which they can then access later to remember their performance, you click on that icon. It'll say, hey, you need to save this roster. You say, sure, I'll do that. And it will open up the evaluation and all of the different curriculum pieces that are part of this program. Okay, and here all you do is you read, hey, this first safety concept, Krista, she either meets that standard of knowing those pieces of information or she doesn't. Or in some cases, if you did not observe that piece of curriculum from that person, you can mark that way as well. And so you can then also add these comments for your students. Say, hey, you did a great job with this. Spend some more time working on your self-care and care of other group members, or whatever item they could use the most work on, okay? Down here towards the bottom, you'll have the abbreviation, Smart Start Kayak, and then the result passed, or you can also change the result to withdrew, did not complete, or unsuccessful for any item in this eval that was below standard. That will allow you to select unsuccessful, okay? If all of the items here are marked as meets the standard, unsuccessful is not a choice because they've met the standard in all of the situations, right? So you can either say withdrew, passed, did not complete, or if anything is marked as below standard, they were unsuccessful, okay? Down here, you can add additional comments about their areas of proficiency, areas that need improvement, other observations that you had about their participation. If you have any other documents, this could be action plans, this could be sample course outlines, safety talk, scripts, it could be pictures. Anything that you want to include for this person to reflect upon later, you can upload them right here with this button. Once you're done, you apply your signature and you click submit or save if you want to come back to this later, okay? And so in this case, I'm not going to complete this eval for the purpose of this video, but you can do that for any or all of your participants, okay? In this case, I am going to finish it. Please forgive me. So this is how you would complete all of the items on Krista's eval. Once you begin an evaluation, you have to finish it, which is what this is illustrating to me right now. But again, evaluations for these candidates is optional. You do not have to do it. But as a service to your students and just to continue to develop your feedback skills as an instructor, it might be really great for you to do this. All right, and it will say, hey, are you sure that you want to submit this? Once you submit this, you can't change it. So be sure to give it a double check to make sure it's exactly what you want to say, and you click yes. It'll say, this has been submitted. Thank you. And so, as you can see, I can complete these evaluations for Michelle and Megan if I want to, but I don't have to. And in the case of John Smith, he is not a member. He does not have an account with which to link this training or the evaluation, so that does not appear for him. In this case, I want to say I am finished with this, and I click submit. Are you sure I want to submit this? Yes, I am sure. But once you submit this, you cannot go back and add more people or take people off or add more notes. So be sure that you're ready when you click yes. And then it'll say this was accepted. This course will be moved to your course history. So what does that mean? If you log back in to your CMS dashboard at a later time, you'll see right here in your alerts, this was accepted. Great. You can either click this link to the course, which will bring you back to that first screen with all the details, the locations. You can use the navigation to go back to the roster and remember who was there and their outcomes, right? And then this alert can also be deactivated. Don't want to clutter up your dashboard. But if you deactivate it, where does it go? If you want to go back and take a look at it, what you do is use this tab over here, Credentials and Course History. Use Course History Query to take a look at all of the courses that you have been involved with. This could be courses you taught, courses you took, courses in which you updated, observed, assisted, all of those things, right? And so what I'm going to do is toggle the end date to my most recent course, which is here it is. And I go over here to this link, and that takes me right back to the course that we were just looking at, the registration and the roster. Okay? You can also, if you want to, can use this button, export to Excel or export to PDF. If you need to keep a teaching log or you want to keep a record of these on your computer or in your email or any place else, you can export these at any time for your own use, but they will stay in here forever, and you can go back and take a look at the other courses that you have registered and reported. And so this is how you report a Smart Start for Safe Paddling certification course using the assessment course type and building that roster in the CMS. Your students can also find their credentials in their own CMS dashboard. They will appear under this type, Certifications, Endorsements, and Skills Award. They will have Smart Start for Safe Paddling, kayaking listed here, and they can view their credential by clicking this button. It'll look similar to this, but with their name, their membership number, and Smart Start for Safe Paddling displayed there. They can download this, print it out, save it to their computer, email it to somebody. It also comes with a wallet size card. They can cut this out, laminate it, put it in their wallet. Anything else that they want to do, they can keep those things. So that is how they access theirs. The moment that you click submit, it will go onto their dashboard. There's no processing time. There's no waiting. As long as they have a current ACA membership, they can access that credential at any time that they want. I want to thank you once again for taking the time to watch this video and utilizing ACA's Smart Start for Safe Paddling program. We are so excited about it. We're here to continue building resources that help you and your students conduct great quality experiences for all of the people, your students, the public, your families, your friends, and the organizations in your community. Thank you so very much, and have a wonderful day.